for the questions. How we'll deal with the Phala matter? Well, it depends what form it comes to Parliament. And we'd have to see what happens. Parliament, as you know, went through a process in the 6th Parliament, and the matter was discharged then. It would depend what form that was brought back, whether it's a motion of no confidence. Well, we'd be unlikely to support a motion of no confidence because, frankly, Phala pales into insignificance in the light of the Matodzi affidavit, and with the acts of blatant corruption, state capture, that are evident by the people who would no doubt bring such a motion to try and bring the government down. So Bill Clinton famously said the biggest question in politics is compared to what? And compared that to what is sitting on the other side in the gruesome benches of the EFF and MK, I think that we will take our chances on the side of the president in this one, rather than take it with those who would seek to bring down a government so that they could then negotiate their way back into government for no altruistic purpose and no purpose other than to get their hands on state resources so they could start the flow of those resources into the networks that have now been starved by the fact that there's a new government in town. Occupying those benches in Parliament, on both the EFF side and the MK side. On the EFF side, we've seen the Matodzi affidavit that has come out this week that has confirmed that it was the EFF and its leaders who were at the very epicenter of the looting of VBS Bank. And let me remind South Africans that this wasn't just a bank robbery. This robbery stole from the poorest of the poor in South Africa. It stole from struggling municipalities, it stole from stokvels, it stole from savings clubs, and it stole from people who had invested their meager life savings in a bank looking for protection. And what was that money spent on? It wasn't spent on a social good. It wasn't spent on projects that would uplift and save the poor. Instead, the money was spent on Louis Vuitton items, luxury items, splurges at the Durban July on champagne and other luxury goods. And it shows very clearly that the EFF have no intention of being the vanguard of the poor. This is a mask that they use in order to justify the types of activities that they get up to. Sitting on the benches of MK are the likes of disgraced Judge John Schlaupe. Sitting on the benches of MK are disgraced former Finance Minister Des van Rooyen. And sitting on the MK benches are the puppets of the Gupta regime, who were themselves involved in the very architecture of state.
Hello everyone, please welcome to Mashudu Entertainment, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. That was Minister of Agriculture John Steenhuisen, who is also the leader of the DA. He said his party would rather align with President Cyril Ramaphosa rather than the EFF and the MK party. Addressing the media on the role of the party in the national government and parliament in the current administration, Steenhuisen emphasized that the DA would stand with Ramaphosa if the Phala case resurfaced in parliament. He also addressed the controversial NHI bill, highlighting the DA's initial criticism and proposed amendments, adding that the DA's response to the Phala case would depend on the form in which it is presented in Parliament. He acknowledged that Parliament had previously undergone a process that resulted in the discharge of the Phala matter. Steenhuisen said he believed that supporting Ramaphosa was the more prudent choice given the alternative parties involved. That is it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like the video, guys. Also, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more on Mzansi's most trending topics. Bye guys.